So today we will revise it a bit, and then we will solve the exercise where we will fill in the blanks with the future simple tense or the future continuous tense. And then we will move ahead and we will study the future perfect form and future perfect continuous tenses. And then we will solve an exercise on them also. All right. So we saw that the first use of future continuous tense was that it is used to talk about actions that will be in progress at a certain time in the future. So we are providing a certain time in the future, and we are saying that at that time in the future, the action will be going on, it will be in progress. For example, this time next week. So here you see this time next week is the certain time that we are providing. This time next week. And what will be going on? We will be relaxing in Haridwar. So this action will be in process at this certain time in future. The second example is similar. By Diwali, I will be speaking French fluently. So in this case also, by Diwali is the certain time in future we are talking about, and what will be happening that I will be speaking French fluently. So this action will be going on at that time, at that certain time in the future. Then the second use is it is used to talk about an action that has been planned. So planned actions also take the future continuous tense. For example, they will be holidaying in France next month. So there is a plan. We have already planned that they will holiday in France. So there is a certain planning, and so we are using the future continuous tense. I will be meeting on him on Monday. So here also you can see that there is a certain plan which has been made that I will be meeting him on Monday. So for all those actions that have been planned already, we can easily use the future continuous tense. We can also use the present continuous form for these, right? Because I can also say that I am meeting him on Monday. They are all right, but if you see the third example, when you return, we will be sleeping. Now, in this case, we can't use the present continuous form. All right. In this case, we will only use the future continuous tense because of a specific arrangement. What is the specific arrangement? That when you return. So we are joining a specific clause. Then we are saying that when you return, then this continuous action of sleeping will be going on. So it is something different. This action has been planned that we will be sleeping at that time, but we are also putting in a certain condition, a specific arrangement. And if you see in the second example, there is no specific condition or arrangement given. It is just stating a fact that an action has been planned and it will be carried out. But in the third example, a specific condition of you returning is added. So when any specific arrangement has been added, then we will only use the future continuous tense. And the last use is when there is some routine, then also we can use the future continuous tense. For example, we will be posting our letter on Sunday. So in this case, it means that we have a routine that whenever we post our letter, it is on Sunday. All right. So we have a habit of posting our letters on Sunday. So we will be posting our letters on Sunday. So whenever we have a habit or routine of doing something, then also we can use the future continuous tense and say it like this. Okay. So these are the uses of the future continuous tense. I think there is one more use also, and then we can solve the exercise. Okay. So now we will see the last use of future continuous. It is used to politely ask somebody about their future plans to see if we may do something for them or if they can do something for us. So we politely ask questions. All right, that whether that person can do something for us or we can do something for that person. For example, will you be driving to the Shankar market? Can you pick my dress from the tailor? So here we are asking that person to do something for us. So it is either something for us or we can do something for them. So we are politely asking them. If you see the second example, will you be going to Lucknow by car? Can I accompany you? So I am asking to give me a lift, right, to Lucknow. So here also you can see it. We are asking the person to do something for us. In the last example, will you be working on your project from tomorrow? Shall I help you? So in this case, you can see that I am asking to do something for them. So I am offering them help over here. So by asking questions, I am either asking them to help me or I am offering to help them, right? So this is the use of future continuous tense. Okay. So now I think we can solve the exercise. So yes, raise your hand so that I can see who wants to answer. Yes.
Good morning, teachers.
Good morning.
It will be give your coat to me. I will hang it on the hook.
Yes, it will be I will hang. Yes, correct. Here you are offering help, right? Okay. So you can offer help. We saw in one of the uses of simple future that you can politely ask for giving help to anyone. All right. So it is a case of simple future. Then I think Pranjal Yadav can answer the second one. Okay. Yes, Pranjal.
Good morning, teachers.
Good morning.
Sir, the answer will be don't call her now. She
Pranjal,
will be having
yes.
she will be having her dinner.
Yes, correct. So we are saying that a continuous action will be going on. She will be having her dinner. So don't call her now because her dinner will be disturbed, right? She will be disturbed.
Yes.
She will be having her dinner. All right. Now I think I am can answer this one. Yes, I am.
Good morning, teachers. They will charge for the repairs.
They?
Will charge for the repairs.
Okay. Yes. So it means that we are stating a fact, right? And we can use the simple future form to state a fact that if you will go to their shop for the repairs, then they will charge you money if they are repairing something. Yes, because it's a basic fact that if you have some work done at a shop, then they are going to charge you. All right. I think now I will ask Om Kesarwan. Om.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Say good morning, not
So the
hello.
answer will be
Yes.
the jeans will stretch after some time.
Okay. Please tell me the reason also.
So because it is a fact. So the jeans will
No,
stretch.
actually, it's not a fact. It is a sort of prediction, you can say. We are predicting because when we are buying a new jeans, then we are predicting, or the shopkeeper is telling us that the jeans will stretch. There is a bit of uncertainty. All right. So we are predicting something. And for predictions also, we can use the simple future. For example, I showed you yesterday that if we say it will rain tomorrow. So we are making a prediction. That was the first use of simple future actually. So this is also something similar that we are making a prediction that this jeans will stretch after some time. All right. Okay. Now, Mridul, you can answer the next one.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So the answer is grandma will be knitting a sweater
Knitting.
for
It's
me.
knitting. It's called knitting. All right. It's knit.
Knitting.
Yes.
Knitting.
Grandma will be
Knitting.
knitting. All right. So you are correct. Please tell me the reason. Mridul? Okay, so now you are muted again. Yes, Mridul. I am asking you the
So
reason.
the reason is that we are sure that the grandma will knitting a sweater for me next week.
See, so we are talking about the next week. So we are providing a certain time, and in that time, this action will be going on. All right, the knitting of the sweater, because it goes on for a few days sometimes, right? So we are
Yes.
giving a certain time also, and we are saying that at that certain time, this activity will be going on. So this is the use of future continuous tense. All right. Navya, answer.
It will be behave yourself or father will scold you.
Yes, it is correct. But can you tell me the reason also?
So because it is stating a possible condition and its probable result.
Yes, it is a sort of prediction, right? That behave yourself or father will scold you. So it will be will scold. Okay. Now I will ask Somesh. Somesh? Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Ma'am. Sir, on the beach tomorrow, the children will play in the sand.
No. Here, see, we are providing a specific time, right? On the beach tomorrow. So we are providing the time and the location. So it is very specific, a very certain time. So we are saying that at this point tomorrow, the children, there is a continuous action going on that the children will be playing. All right. So this was the usage over here. All right. So we are going to use the future continuous tense. We will say the children will be playing, because we are providing a certain time in the future, and at that time this action will be going on. So at this time tomorrow, on the beach tomorrow, the children will be playing in the sand. All right. So that is
Thank
why
you, sir.
we, yes, that is why we are using it. Yes, ma'am. You have to resume and stuff. Yes, Tanmay. Tell me the reason. Will be arriving.
Sir, because it is fixed that the train will come at platform 2.
Yes. This is some sort of a routine, because trains usually come on the same platform, right? So this is a sort of a habitual or routine action going on. All right. So that is why we are using will be arriving. Okay. Now I will ask Angel. Angel? Yes. Tell me the second last one.
Good morning, teachers.
Good morning.
Sir, it will be, do you think it will rain tomorrow?
Yes, it is correct, Angel. Tell me the reason.
Sir, it is showing about, so it is talking to someone that expressing about the future.
Yes, you are trying to predict a future event, right? And the first
Yes.
two uses of simple future verb when we are talking about predicting of a future event, or we are talking about something which is not certain, uncertain events when we talk about. So for all these two, we use the simple future. And if you see, we don't know whether it will rain or not. We are just asking that can you make a prediction whether it will rain or not? That is why we are using the simple future. All right.
Thank
So So now we come to the last question. Yes, Athar. Answer the last one.
Sir, I will be flying.
Why will be flying?
Sir, because it is a specific time.
Yes. See, now here there can be two answers. If we use I will have flown to New York, it would mean that now I have been already gone, so there will be no use for you to call me at that time, right? And if you say I will be flying, it would mean that I will be in the flight at that moment. All right. If you say I will be flying, it would mean that you are in your flight at that moment. But if you say I will have flown, it would mean that you have already gone to New York. So there is no need of calling me at that time. All right. So we can use both of these, but will have flown is a bit more appropriate over here. All right. We can use both over here. Okay. So this completes our exercise. Now we are going to look at the future perfect form and the future perfect continuous forms of tenses. All right. So let's see the form that future perfect tense takes. It will be have, will plus have, and the third form of the verb. Okay. So it has only one use. It is used for a completed action that will be completed before a given moment in the future. All right. So it is used for completed action. We already know that perfect tenses are always used for actions that are completed. So it is also used for a completed action, but that action will be completed before a given moment in the future. So a moment in the future is given and that action will be completed before it. So this is very important, right? That before a given moment in the future, that action is already completed. For example, if you see the examples, they will have cleaned out the apartment before they hand us the key. So handing us the key will happen in the future, right? So this act will happen in the future, and which action will have been completed by then? This action, that they will have cleaned out the apartment. So at a future moment, one action has already been completed. This is the use of future perfect tense. And that future moment is before they hand us the key in future. So this is that future moment. And what is the activity? Which activity has been completed? Will have cleaned out the apartment. Now see the next example. By the time we reach mother. So now in this case, you see, this is the moment in future we are talking about, by the time we reach mother. So this is the moment in future that we are talking about. And what would have happened before that? Which action will be completed? Mother will have cooked dinner for us. So till that time, mother would have already completed cooking the dinner. So this is the stated time, stated moment in the future, that by the time we reach home, this is the first stated time, and which action will have been completed? That mother will have cooked dinner for us. Now see the last example. By 5 o'clock. So this is the stated or given moment in future. All right, this is the time given in future, that by 5 o'clock, what will have happened? The boys will have returned from the college. So this is the activity which would have been completed by this given time in future. So this is the use of future perfect tense. All right. So now we will see the use of future perfect continuous tense. This tense also has only one use. All right. The use is, it is used for an action that will begin that will begin before a definite moment in future. So here also we are providing a definite moment. See, the difference is very minute. So be very attentive just now. All right. So because in the future perfect also it was a definite moment in future, here also we are providing a specific or definite moment in future. But in the future perfect case, the action was completed before this definite moment, right? The action was already completed. But in this case, if you see, that action will begin before that definite moment and it will continue up to that moment. All right. And it will also continue at that moment. So the action will start before and will keep going on up to that moment. And in the perfect tense, the action was already completed at before that moment, right? Because if you see in the last slide, if we go back, wait. Yes, see, if we go back, we can see that by 5 o'clock, what was happening? By 5 o'clock, the boys had already returned. Yes. So the action was already completed by that time. Yes. By the time we reached, so by the time we reached, this was the certain time, mother will have cooked. So the cooking process was already over. And if you see in the first example also, before they hand us the key was the stated time, and before that the cleaning process was already complete. So in all these cases, where we give a specific time in future, the action has already been completed before that time in future. But if you see in these examples, you will find that the action is not already completed, but it is going on, right? For example, by 2019, Sunil will be staying in Sweden for 10 years. So now 2019 was the time in future. All right. And what it is saying that Sunil will have been staying in Sweden for 10 years. So this 10 years, it means that the action is going on and it is still continuing, and we are just telling that 10 years time would have passed. So the action is not already completed because Sunil is still living in Sweden, right? So the action is not complete. When I finish this course, so now when you are saying when I finish this course, so this is the specific time we are talking about. And I will have been learning French for 5 years. So it means that the process of learning French is going on for 5 years and it is still going on. So I have not completely learned French. I have not stopped learning French, but the process will be going on for 5 years. So this is also a continuing action that is going on at that specified certain time in future. So this is the basic difference between future perfect and future perfect continuous. In the future perfect tense, the action has been completed at that specific moment in future. But in the future perfect continuous, the action is going on at that moment also, at that specific moment in future. All right. So now we will solve the exercise on this basis. All right. We will fill with the future continuous tense or future perfect continuous or future perfect. So let's see the exercise now. Okay. So now who wants to answer? Isha, you are unmuted now, speak. You have to fill it with future perfect or future perfect continuous. Please be quick because we don't have much time now. Yes.
She will work here for ED.
It will have been working now. I don't have a lot of time. So she will have been working. All right. So now why are we using will have been working? It is the future perfect continuous because we are telling that by the time we reach 10 p.m., she will have been working. So her work is going on and it has been going on for 8 hours. So she will have been working for 8 hours by the time we reach 10 p.m., right? So when it is 10 p.m., then this is the duration of time for which she would have been already working. All right. So the action of working is still going on by the specific time in future, that is 10 p.m. over here. All right. Now, Rishik. Yes, Rishik. Rishik, speak something. I can't hear you. You don't know the answer?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, the answer is, sir, they have been attempting to find out the lost string for 3 hours by the lunchtime.
Yes, it will have been attempting. They will have been attempting. All right. And why are we using will have been attempting? Because they have yet not found, they would yet not have found the lost ring. So when the ring has still not been found out, so they will continue the search, right? So the action will be going on until the ring is found, right? So that is why we will use the perfect continuous, because the lunch time is the specified time in future, and the action will be going on because the lost ring is still not found. So the action continues at that time. Okay. Now I think Vigisha can answer the next one. Yes, Vigisha. Vigisha, you just have to see whether the action is complete or not. If it is going on, it's continuous, otherwise it's just perfect.
The sales team will have visited the entire.
Yes, it will have visited. Tell me the reason also why you are saying that.
Because it is
Because they are saying that by the end of this month, this action will have been completed. They would have visited the entire state. So this action has been will have been completed by the end of this month. Okay. The entire state shows that they have visited everywhere in the state when the month ends. By the time the month ends, they will have visited the entire state. Okay. Now, Muhammad Ali, you answer the last one.
He will have been running the shop for 10 years by the end of January next year.
Yes, he will have been running. You are correct. Can you tell me the reason?
So because
Yes.
So
Okay,
because
now
it is
yes,
future perfect continuous.
you are telling me the 10th. I'm asking the reason. All right. So this is because we are just telling that for how long he would have been running. He is not stopping. All right. He is not closing the shop. So the action is not stopping. All right. He will continue working in his shop. He will open his shop every day. The shop is not getting closed. So the action will be going on in future also. So the action is continuing. That's why we are using the future perfect continuous. All right. The action will not end. Okay. So now we move on to the next slide. I think I will do one or two sentences more, then we will end the class. Okay. So now who will answer me this one? Pranjal, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, the answer will be, sir, he will have,
Yes.
sir, the verb is not, he will have mopped all the floor by 10 o'clock.
Yes. It will be will
Sir,
have
because-
mobbed. Yes.
Sir, because the action will be completed by 10 o'clock.
Yes. Yes. By 10 o'clock, the action will be complete because he will have mopped all the floors by that time, right? Good. So now, what should I ask? Mridul, now answer the last one.
Do you think it?
No, no, answer the last one. We are Mridul, just the last one. After that, we will end the class.
Okay. The answer will be, will
Yes.
have been eating.
It is I, not they. I
No,
will.
sir, I
Yes.
will be eating.
No, you will say to someone that I will have eaten, so I will be free by then. Then you can come, right? If I'm eating, then how will I entertain that person? Are you understanding? So here the sense is coming that I will be free, I will have eaten my lunch. Okay. So we want the action to be completed over here, not going on, right? Because if you will be busy eating your lunch, then how will you meet that person? Are you understanding, Mridul?
Yes, sir.
So it will
Yeah.
be, I will have eaten. So I will be free. So you can come by 3 o'clock. All right. So now we complete our class. It's already 8:57 now. Okay.